What's going on, Pride Nation, and welcome to Lions Live, sponsored by Infinite Sports Network, where we talk sports endless. And of course, this is your host for tonight's show, Mr. MicroMike, and we have a very fun and entertaining one for you tonight. But of course, like I always do, before we get into the show, we got to get into these intros. And without further ado, let's get into it. First is the man who can lick his eyebrow. What's going on, the Dern?
What's going on, guys? We have some. It's going to be a great show tonight, and I hope you guys all come out.
I agree with you there, folks. The Earth does not rotate; it merely moves in response to the next panelist walking on top of it. What's going on, Trox?
What's going on, everybody?
Hey, we are ready. Next is the man who can ride a bike with no wheels, but he prefers to fly. What's going on, TA?
What's up, baby? I fly and I do my thing.
And of course, lastly, is the man who does not drink coffee in the morning to wake up. He drinks a mug of nails. What's going on, the Gridiron Blitz?
What's up, everybody?
It's going to be a good one. And can I do me a huge flavor, TA at Noble Sports, and do a little bit of thing called roll call?
Yes. I have gridiron Yugi in there. I have Dim Sun in there. I have Damian Estrada, and that is all okay. They're starting to pop up now. I got Game Day Expresses in the house today. What's up, fellas?
Yeah, and as soon as you guys pile in, we will just call you out like we always do. Let's go ahead and get into the show time now. After taking time and sitting and looking back what occurred in this draft, what is one impression you took away from the Lions draft, Troxel of Troxel Sports?
They addressed the offensive line.
Woo!
Yes. Woo!
Woo!
Tell me about that offensive line and what you think about it.
Man, I think that offensive line is going to be fire. There is a couple things that, the rookies are going to have to learn. I know with Jonah Jackson, he's going to have to learn how to run block a little bit better. And with Stenberger, he's going to have to learn how to pass pro. But I feel if they can get that, if they can learn that and get the job done, we're going to have a young and good offensive line so we can run the football and be able to keep Matthew Stafford upright to make the plays down the field.
That's what we need to do. What's going on, Devon Winggarden, D-Hype, Gary Cole? Welcome to the chat, and I'm with you. I love how they built that offensive line, and that is something they want to do is run the football. TA, what else did you take away from this draft?
Man, I was very encouraged to know that the Detroit Lions took a running back that I definitely thought that was going to be one of the running backs that I wanted, and that's no other than Mr. Swift. I really wanted him, and he's going to add that luxury to the backfield with Kerryon Johnson, as well as Bo Scarborough and the rest of those guys, Ty Johnson. He's going to add into that room, and he's going to give us the playmaking ability that we always look for in a running back. And I definitely think that he's going to challenge Kerryon for that number one spot.
I like it. What's going on, Ryan Zarzecki? Yes, Dern, I have not heard your opinion on this. Give me your takeaway from this draft, your first impression. Let it fly.
All right, so when you look at what the Lions did, you look at everyone they took, you can tell that they really want to get their run game going. And with the two guards that they took, I was listening to Real's video with Math Bomb, and he brought up something very interesting. Usually the Lions like athletic guards, and the two guards they took aren't that athletic. They're bulldozers. Yeah. And so they want to change, because the Lions usually do their certain type of running game, but it's not working. So the thing that impresses me is that they're trying other things to get it going.
And other things is something good because we have not been able to run the ball since 1991, and so I like the idea of doing other things. Because doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results is what led us to Matt Millen. The Gridiron Blitz, Derek MVP Fields. Tell me, what did you take away from this draft?
Well, first of all, shout out to everybody in the building. We got 31 watching, 21 likes. Woo! That doesn't add up. So go ahead and hit that, make that thumbs up blue. I took away that we've been talking about that this is Bob Quinn, Matt Patricia. This is Bob's 5th draft with the Detroit Lions. He's had some solid picks. He's had a lot of some misses as well. Keith Tabor. What I got from this is what I've been saying all offseason is that the man, he had to get a grand slam. Now, I don't think he got that, but I do think he brought 3 runners in. He did the best he could with Okuda. I just need to see that defensive end, and then I'll be happy, man. But I think it was a solid draft. My draft grade is now a B+. So I've come all the way from a C to a B+, man. The more I've got to marinate on this draft. So I'm excited, man. Got the Kool-Aid all chilled out in the freezer, and I'm going to take it out any day now.
You know, and that's what my mic wheel does to people. It takes a guy from a C to a B, give it another day, and we will be at an A.
Absolutely.
Man, do we love the Mike Wheel.
That mic wheel, it's not for night, it's not for day, it's for 24/7, ready for that blue Kool-Aid.
365.
365, absolutely. Absolutely love it. So if you're feeling down, come on down to the mic wheel. I will give you what is required to make you smile when it comes to our Detroit Lions. What's going on, D. Williams, James Willis, Dim Sum? Welcome to the chat. Rufus Hayes. If you're not subscribed to anyone on this panel, that is crazy. Make sure you do so because their information is in the description. What I took away from this draft, many different things. First off, I took away that Bob Quinn did what I said, and that was do not pay attention to the fans. Do what is right. Do what's good for the franchise, not what for the franchise wants, but for the franchise. And just like in 2009, they took Matthew Stafford over Aaron Curry. I wanted them to just take the players that is best on the board. They went double up on guards. That is not expected. I loved it. They took Okuda with that 3rd pick in this draft. We could not get a trade down partner, and to me that's okay. They simply took the players they felt was best, not what us fans wanted, but what they felt was best. And to me, that was a huge takeaway. Because, in all honesty, guys, they are the individuals running the franchise, not us, and I don't want them to do things what we want them to do. You know what I'm saying, TA? Yes, you do.
I know what you're saying. Mike.
Do you agree with that assessment? Do you think it's good for them to do what they think is right, not what we think is right?
Yeah, it's always in the best interest of what the franchise wants to do. You know what I'm saying? I know that all of us, even when it comes to picking a player, all of us as Lion fans, we don't agree on the same player. Some of us wanted Taylor, some of us wanted Swift, others of us may have wanted Dobbins. So we all don't agree upon what we want for the team. We probably wanted a different offensive lineman, but we got the ones that we got. We just had to be happy with these guys because I think it's going to be Pancake City with these guys. So that's what we want to see on that offensive line. But initially, I just think that everything that they did in the draft was to address the needs that they needed. They went and got a corner. They needed another corner because you lost Darius Slay. And then not only did you do that, you also went out and got some defensive tackles. Now, it might not be the ones that we initially wanted because we all had our favorites. But what they did do, they did address those needs, and hopefully that the guys that they picked will turn out to be champions.
And you know what? Another thing I noticed, and I know there's a lot of Michigan fans out there. There's fans of other college teams, but we love taking the Ohio Buckeyes. Boy,
yeah.
We are a Buckeye team, and I can't blame them. Those Buckeye players, they seem to be really, really good. Travis Troxel, and you can't blame them for taking players from the Buckeyes, even if you're a Michigan fan, right?
Go Blue, first and foremost. And
Go Blue.
No, but I mean, hey, when Ohio State all they do is win, I want winners.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I want winners.
Absolutely.
That's it.
All we want to do is win, and that's got to happen now. But let's switch it a little bit. What was one of the moves, Dern, the Lions did in the NFL draft that gave you some encouragement about this team going forward in 2020? Yes.
Made me encouraged was, you remember how last year when Stafford was on his MVP run until he got hurt, he was playing outstanding. And yet he didn't have a run game to help him. So, like, the last question I'm going to go with, they're addressing the run game. If he gets a run game and he doesn't get hit as often, he should be playing lights out once again.
We definitely need to have that run game, and it will keep Matthew Stafford upright 100%. Gridiron Blitz, Derek P. Fields. What do you think about this? What is the one move that encouraged you? Because, again, before you had Mike Will, you were a little bit down, Quill. So, what was one of those?
Well, MicroMike, you are 100% right. And just to let the people know, I want to give y'all something positive because y'all know how I can be. You seen my streams, you watch my videos, you know I can be. Shout out to these guys that's keeping me up. But I really dug the Swift move because I'm like, these guys are. We all know that Kerryon is a little shaky. He has yet to complete a season, and I'm like, this guy Swift is going to instill fear in the opposition, and we get those guys to solidify that line, and this guy is going to put some people on skates as he's running into the end. And I think that I'm serious, man. And this dude, and so while I initially was a little hit because I wanted Chase Young, that's just flat out who I wanted. But I'm digging this Swift move and the tandem. Even if Kerryon can't finish a season, we still got Bo. We still got some other guys that can step up. And I'm excited, man. So that encourages me that the Lions are committed to running this ball.
Brayton, welcome to the chat. I am glad that they sent you over here. We have fun. We talk Detroit Lions. We do live shows every Tuesday and Thursday. We do videos as well, and it's all about having fun with the community of the Pride Nation. TA and Noble Sports, what is one move? That is one move that maybe took you from okay to a little bit higher, and now you're feeling good about this team.
The one move that they made was getting the position that they needed was the corner. You know what I'm saying? At first, my first initial thoughts when the Lions took Kuda was like, it was kind of like a shock for me. It was a shock factor coming in. But at the same time, I realized that this is a player that we needed. And even though I wanted Simmons, and I'm going to be frank and be clear with that, I did want Simmons because I thought that Simmons would be a guy that would be able to come in and play a vital role and being versatile for us. But when I look back and I see what Okudah brings to the table, hopefully Okudah will be the type of player that we have envisioned at the corner position, and that's somebody that can lock down their man. If Okudah brings that to the table, I think we have nothing to worry about. I think that he's going to be the ultimate corner. Him and Amani, that is going to really, really look good for the future. So hopefully Okudah pans out to be everything. And if he does, I think that the Lions will be good and they'll be great.
Hashtag facts, hashtag ISN, hashtag facts again. Travis Troxel Sports. What was the one move that I know you're like me? You've had Mike Quill, you have Trav Quill. Just like me, you're high up there like I am. I'm on a different level of Homer, but you're up there with me. What was the one move in this draft that said, "Oh yeah, I think the Lions have a chance"?
Well, first off, we got 42 in the building and 29 thumbs up. Can we get those thumbs up? And appreciate that, James Willis, for the kind words. Means a lot. And now, the one thing that really makes me say, "Oh my God."
We need your soundboard there, Grit.
Oh my God!
There we go.
Travis sound like he undecided when he started. He like, oh. Go ahead.
Now, the one move that makes me get all excited really was the Okudah pick. Because you got rid of your number one guy in Darius Slay. Now, for some of us, we were happy. For some of those, they were kind of upset. Why would you get rid of your top guy when you don't have, another top guy to put in that spot?
Right, exactly.
Mine definitely still has to be Okudah because, he is that top guy. He might not be, day one that guy, but I know when it's his time and coaches put him into that number one spot, he's gonna shine. And that is one thing. When have we ever had two corners that's able to shut down the field?
Yeah,
We have Amani Oruwariye and Jeffrey Okudah.
man.
It's time to rejoice, Lions fans. Time to rejoice.
Will Elm, welcome to the chat. And I think a lot of us like this draft. I sure did.
Yeah.
I was extremely happy with what went down. Cole Murray, welcome to the chat. I'm with you, man. I love having this shutdown secondary. And it's not just having good players. It's good young players. Amani Oruwariye, Jeffrey Okudah.
Yeah.
Holy smokes. That is a combination of young talent that's going to be back there for at least 4 years, at the very least. And that is great news for Detroit Lions.
And
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Mike. And Mike, and what's so good about it too, Mike? I like the size of Okudah and Amani because they're about the same size. So we got some size at that corner position, which we need against these bigger receivers like Julio and things of that nature. So I'm glad that we got some bigger corners that got some speed on them.
6'1", 6'2", I love it. And I love Okudah's mentality. Amani Oruwariye was one of the greatest picks that I've seen in recent memory where we got him. To me, this was it was fantastic to see that now this secondary, I want an identity with this team. What is the Detroit Lions identity? You can look at other teams and say, okay, this identity is wide receivers. This identity is running the game. This identity is defense. Detroit Lions, what is our identity? Our identity is shut down young secondary. No doubt about it. In 2 to 3 years, every team is going to be looking at this secondary and says, oh, my God. They don't want to go against it.
Oh, my.
And that gives me extreme hope. And I love this idea of building this young group. And we're not just talking about the cornerbacks. We got safeties, too, as well.
Yeah.
I mean, Walker is beast mode, okay?
Yes.
And then we trade for Jerron. He ain't old.
Yeah.
And we drafted Harris. We got a young secondary, a young quality that will bring this defense hopefully to the next level. We still need help, of course, just like all teams. But it is definitely, to me, on the rise. And this will bring me to my next question.
Can I say something real quick, Mike?
Yeah, of course you can. Go ahead.
I dig Harmon, man. I know a lot of people don't, but I like this guy's alertness, man. And he might not be the quickest guy, but he had a knack of being in the right place at the right time. And I'm like, and what I liked about him is he looks the ball into his hands. So he's always looking at the ball. So I'm cool with this pick, man. I really dug it. And so I'm excited to see him in the Detroit Lions uniform.
Absolutely. And you hear these guys speak, and it is something that I want players to be on the team. I don't want players that want to be here for money. I want them to be here for Detroit. I want them to be here for the team, a team mentality. When you have a rotten apple, it spoils the bunch. And I felt like the last couple of years, we've had a lot of rotten apples. I think we got rid of them. Facts. And now we got individuals, I believe, that want to play for the team, want to play for Bob Quinn, want to play for Matt Patricia, and want to play for the city of Detroit. And that's very encouraging as well. But TA, what positional group has got the most depth on this team? I just talked about the secondary. Is there other positional groups you say, wow, I like what I see?
I'm going to say the linemen. I'm definitely going to say the linemen.
Woo!
The linemen have to get better. You know, this is a key and pivotal year for Matthew Stafford. You know, I know that a lot of people say this is kind of like a make and break year for everybody. You know what I'm saying? And especially for the coaching staff. But you got to make sure that your quarterback is staying upright. And as long as Matthew Stafford is staying upright, I think I'll be happy. I think the fans will be happy. And I think we'll be initially get what we need out on the field. We need the linemen to be able to protect Matthew Stafford. He has gone through 2 injuries within the last 2 seasons, and we don't want him to continue to get sacked like he did one season where it was like 10 sacks in 1 game. That should not be happening. Your quarterback should not be getting sacked 10 times in 1 game. And I think that came against the Minnesota Vikings. So so the key position for me always is going to be in the trenches, because that's where football is won, in the trenches. That's where all the dirtiness, the grittiness of football, that's where it's won at.
Ooh, I love the grittiness. I love the power. I love the meanness. I love that answer. And last year, I remember talking, and we've discussed this many times, one of the weakest parts, and we were nervous, was the offensive line. And guess what? To me, I'm with you. The Dern. What does say you about the depth? What is the depth chart that is the strength of this team? You say, I love it. I love it.
It's a very good question for me because when you look at it, I think we still have a lot of holes on the team, and we also don't know how the rookies will do in their first year in the NFL. But when I look at the depth chart and look on paper, it looks like we're pretty deep at running back now, and the DBs as well because we picked up how many safeties?
Like 500.
Yeah.
At least we don't have 9 tight ends on the team. That's fine.
I really love it.
Absolutely.
What's going on, Detroit Legendary Sportscast, and welcome to the Detroit Lions live cast. I appreciate you jumping on and enjoying the Lions talk. Travis Troxel, depth. What part of this team that you say, woo, I like the depth?
I'm gonna say the safety position. You got your Tracy Walkers, your Harmons, your who else they got?
Will Harris.
Yep, Will Harris and guys like that. So the team's gonna come together, and if we could just get that pass rush, like the Gridiron Blitz said when he was talking about the draft. If we could get that, I think everybody else will be in great position to make a play on the ball when it's thrown their way.
Okay. I see what you're saying there. I see. Now, the Gridiron Blitz, I know he's got an interesting answer coming up. That's why I made him last. What's going on, Vash Darwin? Welcome to the chat. When I make someone last, because I know their answer is going to be a little bit hype. Grid, let it go. Let it go.
See, mine is a combination. So I'm kind of going. I'm gonna start with this one, and it'll be and then address it even further in the next question. While I dig the linebacker depth and the safety, we're lacking it, and so I can't really give you I felt like if I was like, yeah, man, it's the line, I would be fake to y'all. So I'm not satisfied with any of these, but it's a certain position that I want to see more solidified. Mike, that's the best I can do, bro. I can't. The Kool-Aid's still in the fridge, man. So I like the safety and I like the linebacker core. It's just I want to see a little bit more.
I got to work on my mic, Will, guys. I'm definitely going to go back into the lab. I'm going to mix my Kool-Aid up and try to get it into pill form for sure for you.
Yeah, definitely get it in pill form.
You got to get in pill form.
Yeah, you got to sneak it in my food, Mike. You got to sneak it in my drink, man, because that's the only way. That's the only way.
It wouldn't be the first time that I've done something like that. Here's a positional group that we've always talked about, but I do think it's an extreme strength of our team. The wide receiver group. The wide receiver group is extremely strong this year. Kenny All-Day Galladay, obviously Marvin Jones Jr., Danny Amendola, to me, a great wide receiver for our team. I love the signing. As well as everyone forgets about the guy who got injured last year. He was catching every single deep route that Stafford was throwing. Hall, I think he'll be a quality wide receiver for us for number 4. He could do well for number 3. And, of course, we drafted players last year that's still on the team. And, of course, we got Cephas this year. So I think our wide receiver core and our tight end core as well is really, really strong. Jesse James,
Facts.
TJ Hawkinson, and the undrafted rookie that apparently PFF is rated the best on their team signed with us, and Nada. So when it comes to our weapons on offense, we definitely have a lot of depth there. And, I mean, they did good with depth. They definitely did good with depth. I want to see more on the defensive line. But when it comes to that wide receiver core, I love it. Absolutely. But we're gonna switch this up a little bit, and I'm going to switch it to Grid because I know his answer. So that's why I have him to go first. The Lions have nearly $300 million in cap space left.
300? Wait a minute, Mike.
Remove a zero. $30 million in cap space.
They can sign.
I overdosed on Mike Will, guys.
Yeah, Mike, you gotta do some daytime.
Daytime.
Yeah.
30 mil in cap space. grid. What shall we do?
Well, y'all have heard this a million times, and you're gonna keep hearing it. I like Julian. Okay, I looked at him. I like Julian, but you got to remember we drafted him. It said outside linebacker, but he's on the roster as a DN. I know what y'all gonna say. It was a good move. I'm all right with it. Okay, I had some time to sit on it. I'm all right. He a little small to me though to be pushing people out the way. So in my opinion, he's gonna run around people. We got to get an Everson Griffin on his team. Yannick is too high, and the other guy from the Giants is probably going to be outpriced as well. I've heard today that the three gentlemen want to go to established teams, so it's not looking very likely. So my hopes and dreams are going to be dashed, but I want to see an Everson Griffin on this team, not a Jadeveon Clowney. Don't come at me with that. Well, he's hurt all the time, and I've seen this man work against specifically our team. This man has a chip on his shoulder and the will to win. Bring him to Detroit.
He definitely has a chip on his shoulder when it comes to Matthew Stafford, and I would rather him be on our team than sacking him. Jack Merriman, you are a merry man for dropping a $2 super chat. $2 from a Titans fan. Much appreciated. I rooted for your team in the playoffs. I truly did. I wanted to see the Titans go all the way because your guys is running back. Woo! I love Henry. My God, the running game is style. So I wish you guys luck this coming year, and I appreciate it. The Dern. We have 30 mil cap space. What shall we do, the Dern?
All right, there's a couple things I'd like to do. One, I want to extend Galladay. And then I would like to go get a DE that can rush the passer and play the run well. Like he said, someone like Everson Griffin. I'm tired of getting players that can only do one thing well. Why can't we get people that can do both?
Okay. Yeah, I feel
drop the mic on that one.
Drop the mic on that one, and I'm still sitting up. I'm kind of surprised I didn't fall through an earthquake that mic dropped, but very true. Go Lions dropped a $10 super chat. He says,
shout out to Go Lions.
Shout out to Go Lions. This guy has been subscribed to me since day one. I think he was my first or second subscriber. He is nothing but Detroit. He loves Detroit. He rocks with everybody. Love it, man. I appreciate it. You are MVP. Absolutely dig it. Travis Troxel. We got 30 mil cap. What are we going to do with that, man?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush.
Did you just say pass rush?
I think you did.
Pass rush.
Okay.
I got a ring in my ear.
Break it down for us.
Well, I mean, that's really the only hole that really scares me. Is we have the middle linebackers, the outside linebackers, the corners, the safeties, defensive tackles. We got it all. But we don't have that one guy opposite of Trey Flowers. If we can solidify that, I think that this defense is going to surprise a lot of people this year.
Can I ask you one question?
What's that?
What do you think of Christian Jones?
How fast can we get him here? How fast can we get him here?
Well, we got to get those guys that because I think Everson Griffin is the most reasonably priced out of all of them.
Yeah,
right. Clowney, guys like that.
Clowney wants 17. That's crazy.
Yeah, he wants a lot of money. Clowney
wants a lot of money. Yeah. So I think another reason I'm so high on EG is because he's kind of like he's like this year's Mike Daniels, but not this year's Mike Daniels. This man will play.
Get it?
He actually will play. So
no, I feel like he's this year's DA.
Oh yeah.
What's going on, Dat Dude Live? And that is a Detroit Lions YouTuber. He's formerly Dr. Dirks. He is now Dat Dude Live. Subscribe to his channel. Again, I had tech issues, and for some reason, some individuals were not getting on my channel. So if you have an issue and you're hearing this and I'm not reading your name up, it's probably because I don't see it. I don't know what is going on, but just DM me via Twitter, and I will take care of that. 313 Hitman, what's going on, man? Also a Detroit Lions YouTuber, OG of the game. Make sure you subscribe to his channel. What's going on, Mastodon? Be more still, Anada. I think I got that right. If not, I probably got it wrong. TA, what do you want to see? We got 30 mil. What do you want them to do?
I just want to see the Lions plug every hole that needs to be filled. I want to see every hole that we need on the team, whether it's rotational guys, whatever it may be, whatever holes that we need to fill. I want those holes filled with some of that money. Now, I'm not saying go out and be stupid and spend all of the money, because you don't want to do that. But basically what you want to do is you want to scan your roster, make sure that everybody that you have on your team is going to be guys that can impact the game and guys that are able to go out there and play well, and guys that are not out there crying about everything. You know, you want guys that's going to be dogs, and that's just flat out. That's always been my thing. You want dogs out there, and I think that the Lions have to make the right evaluations on their team, especially when it gets down to the 53 to 55 man roster. They got to make sure that they have rotational guys that can come in. If somebody gets hurt, they can come in and get the job done. That's what you want to see. You want to see depth at every single position on the team, because we know that last season a lot of the players went through injuries. So you want to make sure that that backup guy can come on and give you a little funk out there.
Okay, and you are a mic dropper as well, and it's very difficult to go after TA. And unfortunately, I got to pick up the.
It's just so hot.
That.
It's so pretty. It's so pretty. It's so pretty.
Woo! Very, very pretty. What I think we should do, no matter what, is we need to make a trade for one Nevin Lawson.
Oh my!
Sorry, I lied. That is definitely not what I wanted. Oh man, Rufus Hayes, $10.
Shout out to Rufus.
Shout out to Rufus, man.
He says, love the content. I subscribe to all you gents. I truly appreciate it.
Man, we appreciate you, Rufus.
Wow.
Appreciate that.
Love it. Absolutely, truly appreciate it, sir. Oh my God. 313 Detroit Lions Blood dropped a $5 super.
What's up, Hank?
Super sticker. Appreciate it. Welcome to the chat. You guys are the MVPs, no doubt about it. This is where we talk Detroit Lions, and we love our team. What I want the Lions really to do is get a defensive. Well, first, before I say get a player, they need to re-sign Kenny Galladay.
Absolutely.
No doubt about it.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Yeah, I thought that was unsaid, Mike. Like that.
Yeah.
Kenny G needs to get re-signed. Sign him to a 5-year deal. Pay the man, because the guy has done well. And I just received a autographed jersey of Kenny Galladay, so please do it. The value will go up. More importantly, I want to see the Lions sign a defensive tackle for the interior. I want that defensive line secured. I do not want to see what happened last year, and that was our pass rush getting owned. That was our stopping the run getting owned. That was getting destroyed on the line. I want the secondary to do well. I want the linebackers to do well, and that is required to get this defensive line to be stout, stud, monsters in the middle. That's what I want to see. If we can just get one more guy, whether it's via trade, whether it's assigned in free agency, but just get a defensive tackle up in there, that will take my worries much, much down.
Hey, Mike, can I jump in real quick, bro?
Of course, you
Hey,
got to jump in.
Would you re-sign this for the whole panel? Would y'all re-sign Mike Daniels?
No.
Okay, I just because he on Twitter working out. I saw him like working out. You know, he had a little rubber band to his.
Man, I don't care what he do.
I just was asking. You know, if he said, "Look, I come back and I'll play for $4 million," and if I don't play at least 12 games minimum, I take $2 million. You still wouldn't sign Mike Daniels?
He's not going to – I don't believe he'll even play 12 games.
No.
I want to see where we at on the Kool-Aid meter. I'm with y'all. I just want to see where we was at.
Hey, man, he robbed us for our cash last year. We can't do that this season.
How many games did he play? Like one? I mean, I just felt like he was never on the field.
Hold on. According to Mike Daniels, and he tweeted me back so I could put some respect on his 8 games.
Yeah, he actually played 9, Trav. He played 9 games.
See, and that's sad.
Yeah, that is sad.
Because I had no idea he played that many games.
I didn't know either, bro. I had to look it up. I thought it was like 2. I thought it was 2, man. I'm not even
He
lying.
only started 2.
He started to. That's
Oh my God.
yeah. But he played. He was in an additional 7 games, and we didn't even know that.
Yeah.
That's yeah. So I just want to throw that out there.
Yeah, man, that is. Look, Mike Daniels. I appreciate your giant size, but when you're playing in the game, you're always injured, and I don't want injured players on this team. We had 20 people on IR, and that killed us. It killed us last year.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I don't want to see the same mistakes made last year, because if we go 3-12-1, I think my eyes are going to blow out my head. So
Yeah, and
go ahead, TA.
and then I'm gonna get like Keith Sweat on you. There you go, telling me no.
Hey, more of them things to pop right out. Man. You'll be like the dude off Total Recall. They'll pop out and then come right back in because you know man. You cannot shake it. That's what I love about Mike, man. No matter what happens, he's still at the end of the year, he's gonna shake it off and keep going. And I respect that, man, because me, it's a little tough, man. I'm older than you, Mike, and it's tough, man. It's tough seeing this team, but I'm digging the vibe. I think the world needs some positivity. I think Lions fans need it because we don't have anything. So that's what we're here to give y'all, man, is a thorough, outlook and opinions and facts, man. So absolutely, bro.
Opinions and facts and smiles no matter what. The Dern. What is your favorite move the Lions have done this offseason? This could be free agent move. This could be NFL draft pick. This could be firing move. What is your favorite move that they have done so far this offseason?
First and foremost, Pascaloni got fired. That's number one.
Yeah.
Easily. That's bar none. But for player-wise, I'm going to go Collins. Patricia got his guy. He has great mentality. He comes from a winning organization. He could teach our young guys. He came off one of his best seasons as a pro last year. Patricia has his guy now. He has no more excuses.
Yep.
100%. I agree.
Yeah, 100%.
There is no more excuses now. He got his guys, and he did what is required for him to believe he can get success. You simply do that. TA and Noble Sports, your favorite move that they did. It could be anything.
As far my favorite thing that they did probably would be getting let's see, I'm gonna say just getting this draft right. I gotta say that. I gotta say it 100 times. Getting the draft right and just getting some guys, because now the thing of it is, it will be no more excuses because you have everything that you need to go out here and win football games. There's no more excuses for Matt Patricia. I know a lot of people are up and down about Patricia and his coaching and things, his philosophies and everything that he has on the field. But now we want to see wins, because 9-7 is not good enough for us as fans. We want to be able to see a product out there that's going to be able to win some football games. And we deserve that as Detroit Lions fans. We want to be in the playoffs too, just like any other team. So definitely, I think that's one of my biggest things is getting the guys that Patricia wanted. Getting the guys, so now there's no more excuses. All your T's is crossed and all your I's is dotted. This guy has everything that he needs, so there's no more excuses. Let's throw everything out, and let's make sure that Patricia goes out there and do what he needs to do as far as winning these football games.
Jack Merriman has a great comment. It says, my granddaughter says I'm older than the pyramids of Egypt.
Wow.
Oh, man. Well, at least you can read hieroglyphics then. Travis Troxel, the best move that the Lions have done so far this offseason. Let me hear it.
I'm going to say trading Darius Slay.
Boom.
Because he did not want to be here anymore. And, as soon as we got Trufant, he said, I hope this speeds up my process. So, I hope that now that we got rid of him, there's no more locker room distractions, and we can go out there and, and play the right way and try to win games.
Man, that was a fact bomb. I love it. I love that. That was
a cold hard fact, Mike. That was a cold hard fact.
Cold hard fact. Cold hard fact. The Gridiron Blitz. What say you? The best move. The Lions
All right, I think y'all know. I think y'all already know. I can be real with y'all. And I'm gonna say the best move has yet to happen. So shout out to Bob Quinn for bringing somebody here. But the best move that they made was re-signing my man Danny Amendola. Now I'm gonna make a lot of you mad.
No, you're not. Go ahead.
Okay.
Speak your piece, brother.
All right. Well, I don't care he had one touchdown. I don't care he didn't run out of bounds. I don't care that he got a penalty against Green Bay. He's a winner. That's what he do. Okay. Y'all want to clown on us old folks. The dude is 33, 34 putting in work. You got to have your MVP quarterback throwing you the ball. Jeff Driscoll and David Blau running for their life half the time. Couldn't target the man and get him the ball. Okay. He caught 67 passes out of 90 something. Stop clowning on this dude. So he's the dude we need, and we got him. He's committed to this team. He's a winner. He knows how to bring the winning mentality. And you can't say that about anybody else on that team, but maybe a Trey Flowers or something like that. So shout out to Bob Quinn and shout out to DA for wanting to stay here. Y'all know I am big on DA, and even though y'all think he old, he gonna ball out.
Flight 000, welcome to the chat. I love DA. There's one thing that I really enjoyed about Danny Amendola last year. Even when all was lost, the season was downhill, we got backups in there. He was still playing hard through the whole games. The whole games.
He was.
And given the fact that he is a veteran, given the fact that we're not doing well, backups in there, he was still pushing the whole time. I loved it.
Yeah,
I absolutely loved it.
Because you know what, Mike, you can see, and we talked about this earlier. I know this off topic just a little bit, but Cam Newton is without a team, and attitude and heart are big. Danny Amendola has both of those, and that's why Cam Newton is not signed right now. So as you said, you can see Cam was kind of playing a little lazy. Danny Amendola was still putting in work. I'm not saying he's the number one guy. I'm saying that he does what his job is. He's a third option. That's it. So, I'm glad we re-signed him, but I hope we get that defensive end. That's the move I want to see.
Go Lions. You are the MVP.
Popping dimes.
Oh, my God.
I
told TA when Nevo got cut, Slay was next. Best move, 7 picks, 7 dogs. Thank you so much for your super chat, sir. I truly, truly appreciate it. Again, been rocking.
Yeah, shout out to Go Lions because that was facts, Mike. He was on with that one.
He was.
Shout out to Go Lions.
So Mike,
Lions.
I want to guess yours. Okay, I'm going to throw a little curveball in here, and I want to guess yours. Okay.
Ooh.
Okay. I got 2 of them.
I love curveballs.
So the second one, I'm going to go top to bottom. So this number 2 is you guessed the top 2 or 3 picks. That you were on fire, man.
Thank you.
The number 1 that I think you were so excited for this year is we did not get Dion Lewis.
Oh my God!
Oh man!
Hey, I think Mike would have started poking his hair out, man.
I've got you, bro.
Wow.
Oh man, I was on the Dion Lewis "Don't Come Near Detroit" bandwagon. Oh, you're 100% right, Alexander Kumar. I'm definitely shouting you out. What's going on? But yes, to me, you know what? Look, not having Dion Lewis, getting a mediocre has-been running back is the greatest move that Bob Quinn did not do. Because if he would have got him, I would have flipped. We've not had a running game. I want to run the football.
I see him looking like
not have done that.
over there.
Hey guys, I called it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he called it. Yeah, he called it. He
threw that curveball and nailed it out the park. But I will do, since he nailed my first one, my second one is in reliance with that as well. DeAndre Swift. DeAndre Swift to me was my favorite draft pick. Why? Because we have to run the football. Why did I not want Dion Lewis? Because he can't run the football. Why do I want DeAndre Swift? Because he can. He was the best back in my opinion. Having him in the backfield is going to force defenses to pay attention to the run game, thus opening up the tight ends, thus opening up the wide receivers, thus less pressure on Matthew Stafford. We can then close out games in the fourth quarter. Then we can tire out defenses winning the football. One guy, one man, this mission will success to our team. When we had Javed Best, we were winning football games. Ever since we've not had a player like that caliber on our team, we have been okay at best. Yes, we could win game in the fourth quarter, but we were not just beating teams. Now we have the ability to beat teams, not win with the Matthew Stafford comeback, but run the football and run it down their throats and win the right way. When they know you're going to run the football, you do it, and they can't stop it. And to me, that's what DeAndre Swift is going to bring to this team.
Yes.
He's shifty. He's swifty. He could go in between the tackles. He can go up the backfield. This guy is going to be the steal of the draft, in my opinion. And when we drafted this guy, if you guys were live, I went crazy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, to me, I cannot wait to see this guy on the field. This guy is going to be the difference maker for this team because having a running game is something we have not had. And we would get a good player like a Javid Best, but he'd get injured. We would get Reggie Bush, but he was at the end of his career. It's like, come on. And TA, add upon that because I know you like it the same way I am.
It's no doubt about it, Mike, that Swift is that type of dynamic running back. You know, I know if you guys have not seen DeAndre Swift, make sure you go watch his highlights, his film. Really get to understand this kid because this kid is phenomenal. He's going to bring everything to the backfield that we needed. And this is no pun intended or knock on Kerryon Johnson because we know that Kerryon is a nice back too. But I'm really glad that he has competition back there because we need it. We need to get consistent help in the backfield. We have not had a 1,000-yard rusher since 2013. Reggie Bush was the last person to be able to do that. So basically right now, we got a running back in here where we can feature this guy and also feature Kerryon Johnson, and we can get the best out of both. But at the same time, I really love the pick of Swift because he is just a playmaker, and his decision-making with the football is really good. The guy has a great football IQ, and I just think that he's going to give us that consistent pressure that we need. When you play the Detroit Lions, you're going to know that DeAndre Swift is back there, Kerryon Johnson and Bo Scarborough. You're going to respect the run game. It's all about respecting this run game. You have to respect it. And if Swift is doing what he needs to do as a rookie, I'm telling you, skies is the limit, man. The offense is going to be phenomenal. So that's what I got to tell you.
Ed Whiting, I actually agree with you. He says, Micro, you speak as the Lions lost games because of personnel instead of coaching. No, I think we definitely lost games because of coaching. My theory is this, and I'm going to go back to my military, my Army days. I had an individual who led my unit who I did not like. But the best thing we can do with an inexperienced individual, an inexperienced captain, was surround him with the most talent humanly possible to get the job done. We had people that's been veterans who served in other wars, that's been in Iraq before. We had individuals who've been to Afghanistan. You had individuals that's been in the business. So we surrounded this guy with as much as humanly talent, and the mission succeeded. With Matt Patricia, what we got to do for him is simply to surround this team with as much as best human talent as we possibly can get, and hope that helps us over the deficiencies that did take place. But Ed Whiting is a Detroit Lions YouTuber. Make sure you subscribe to his channel. But I believe if you can surround people with as much as human talent as humanly possible, you can fill holes of deficiencies, whether it be from the coaching, whether it be from other parts of a team. But that's my philosophy. And I just think DeAndre Swift, he is going to be the difference maker. And oh, man, it's really going to make a difference. I know our offense was good last year. Even when Stafford went down a little bit, we were still, top 10 or 11. But this is going to make it a game changer, game-changing move, and I absolutely am excited to see it. But here is a question about the future, Dern. Who will be this year's MVP on offense? Who do you got?
On offense? Probably Bevel for the play calling and starting a run game. But for a player, Stafford easily.
Yes.
If he isn't there, then we're not going to be going anywhere. If we cannot run the ball and stop getting him hit all the damn time, especially versus Minnesota, 10 sacks a game, then he's going to get injured again, and we have no chance, absolutely zero chance on getting to the playoffs.
We got to keep Stafford upright. We definitely do. And if he's upright, we have a chance. He was MVP candidate before he got injured. Gridiron Blitz, MVP offense. What do you have? Yes. TA, Noble
Boom.
Sports, MVP, offense. Who do you got?
I'm going with for my MVP,
Yes, sir.
I'm going to have to say Matthew Stafford, comeback kid of the year, Matthew Stafford.
Ooh,
Comeback
2 times in
king?
his career.
No, comeback kid of the year.
That'll be two times, because he's already won comeback player of the year before.
Yeah, I think it's time, man. Long as Matthew Stafford, like you said, Mike, long as Matthew Stafford can stay upright, the offensive line can be better. I know we took our jabs and everything at Taylor Decker last year. Man, Decker has to get better, man. We definitely, the size and the girth that he has to get better. So long as that line can hold up, I think that Matthew Stafford will be good. And we already know that last year before Stafford got hurt, he was having an MVP type of season. So maybe he'll be able to have that same type of season this season if he can stay upright. They got the right offensive lineman out there blocking for him, and just everything just going together and flowing.
Okay, so 2 votes, Matthew Stafford, Travis Troxel, #TST. Who do you got? MVP offense.
Offense, I'm gonna go Swift.
Ooh.
Wow. Okay.
What a twist.
Just because come on now, if we can run that football,
Right.
that almost makes Matthew Stafford almost irrelevant. I mean, he's still going to be the Matthew Stafford we know and love. It's just, it takes so much pressure off of him. So I'm going to go DeAndre Swift.
Okay. I love
Hope you're
it.
right.
And you know what? You took my guy, so I will pick somebody else. But the Gridiron Blitz MVP for the Blitz. Who do you got?
Kind of tough. So we can't pick the same guy or what? How we
No,
doing?
you can. I just want to switch it up. You can pick whoever you want.
Well,
You can pick the Gridiron Blitz will be MVP of the offense.
Oh yeah, you know what?
Facts.
Well, I'll do that. I'm gonna be MVP of these streams, man. So make sure y'all come in for it. No, but I give it back to my Lions. I'm gonna take Matthew Stafford, man. 11th year in the league or one of those. Broken back the last 2 years. This is gonna be the year, and I'm starting this. I went upstairs and I got me a little something. Okay, and I think I put some Kool-Aid in here because what I'm about to say is very Kool-Aid-esque. That he is going to be a legitimate candidate this year. The man has showed you with the broken back and a broken finger that he has what it takes. He just needs a solid team around him. So I'm gonna go with the man in charge, man. One Mr. Matthew Stafford, that he will be the offensive MVP.
I like it. So we got 3 votes Matthew Stafford, 1 DeAndre Swift, and it's time for me to throw a curveball like the Dern did to me earlier.
Curveball.
Offense, curveball.
Strike.
With the 8th overall pick in the 2019 NFL Draft, the Detroit Lions select T.J. Hawkinson, MVP of this offense. He's going to take the next step.
Okay.
He's going to open up holes with the run game. He's going to catch touchdowns finally in the end zone. He's going to come to his own second-year player. The tight ends utilized a lot when it comes to New England offense.
Yeah.
Now we got tight ends who will be utilized more. DeAndre Swift will open up holes. He will get even more open. Absolutely more open than what he was last year. And
Please
he's going to
don't hurt
make
him.
a difference.
Please don't hurt him.
Yeah, please don't hurt him.
Don't hurt. Don't hurt.
Yeah, this ain't the Olympics, man. I think he learned his lesson though. He came down.
T.J. Hawkinson's going to get touchdowns. I think he's going to have a lot. I think he'll go to the Pro Bowl. It's going to be difficult though because there's a lot of great tight ends in the NFC as well as the AFC. But I think he's going to be MVP and he's going to ball out. And all the people that said, "Oh, we shouldn't have taken him," will say, "Okay, now I see why we took him." He will come into his own and he will help this team go to the next level. Again, complementing running game will really help out the weapons on the outside, and TJ is going to be utilized. He will be the MVP of the Detroit Lions.
Okay, see what you did there.
Hey, you know something that I want to see, guys. I want to see because I've never seen it in Lions history, and that's an offense that's clicking and a defense that's clicking. I don't think have you guys ever saw that in history
Nope,
with the
it's
Lions?
always
The
one or the
offense,
other.
I've not seen that.
yeah, it's either the offense is good or the defense is good. I want to be able to see all of it gel and work together. I think whenever we get that going, I think that's when we're going to have a really, really solid team and we're going to scare a lot of teams.
Get that pass rush, we'll get there.
Absolutely. And if you finally can get all 3 phases on the same side of doing great, that's when the team can go to the next level. But we just have not had that. Hopefully that occurs. But now we're going to go MVP of the defense. The Dern MVP of the Detroit Lions defense this year.
If our defense can get to at least middle of the pack, I'm going to give it to Patricia. Because we were so goddamn bad last year. If he put it to middle of the pack, that would be huge. For a player, Trey Flowers. When he was hurt last year, he was hurt for half the season. He still got to his average sacks. If he's not hurt, he's healthy, and he plays every single game, I can see him at least getting 11 sacks.
Wow. That'll be like a career high for him.
But you want to know what? He was dropping a sack every game ever since he healed up last year.
Absolutely. He rushes the passer and defends the run.
Definitely.
I think he's top 3 run-stopping defensive end in the league.
Hopefully he can, because we paid him a lot. Troxel Sports, who do you got for the defense?
I'm going to give it to my guy, Jeffrey Okuda. I think he's going to come in the first year and really put people, on notice.
Put them on notice.
Okay. Well, explain to the folks why.
Well, I mean, being the 3rd overall pick, he's going to be somewhere somehow thrown into the starting gig. But it's going to really come down to practice. But, when he gets on that field, everybody said, oh, that was a bad pick. That was a bad pick. And things like that. And, back when he was with the Ohio State Buckeyes, all he was doing was winning. He wasn't allowing people to have 100 yards on him. He was shutting down half the field. When he gets into that starting lineup, he's going to be shutting down half the field. And I feel that's something that Darius Slay lacked.
For sure. And I think if he can really shut that down, it's going to be outstanding for sure, because Slay was having issues. It's going to be hard for a rookie, but definitely has potential. I see in here Amani Awarie. Okay, I like that too, man. Awarie came into his own, but the grid, the iron of the blitz. Who do you got for the D MVP?
I'm gonna take it. Whoever the Lions signed to be the edge rusher.
No,
man, that was so easy to bail out of that. Man, that's like a stimulus package, man.
It is, bro. It's like mine because I ain't get it and we ain't get it. You know what I'm saying? So for me, bro, it's this other person. I feel like we need, because who was opposite Trey Flowers during the season? Who was on the other side?
Romeo.
Oh, okay, Romeo. Okay, I didn't see him that often, and that's the problem. That's the problem with me, man. I dig what Mike is saying, because a lot of people stepped up in the pocket a lot. I mean, Carson Wentz, even Phillip Rivers, Aaron Rodgers. So I agree with the defensive tackle as well. But whoever we get on that outside, that's gonna hit that right side, then that's the guy I'm taking for MVP.
Okay.
I'm speaking into it exists. I do Danny Amendola, and if I keep talking, man, it'll come. It'll come, bro.
Man, I could go so many routes here. I could say Deshaun Hand. I think he's going to be up there for sure. I love Deshaun Hand. Man, he's one of my favorite players. Again, when I seen him, I said, you're going to the playoffs. He says, no doubt. Then he got injured, so I'll never say that to his face again, just because he won't get injured. I don't want that to happen. But my MVP of the defense, it's an addition plus a subtraction. Pascaloni is gone, but the MVP is going to be Unlin, the new coordinator for this team.
Okay.
You taking
I like that
you taking a rookie coach, huh?
Oh, because Pascaloni was a veteran, and that guy was veteranly bad. That guy was bad.
Yeah.
That was okay. So I'm not going to rag on pepperonis anymore, but I'm going to tell you, Unlin, he's bringing a new, fresh approach. He was with Schwartz in the Philadelphia Eagles. He had a little bit of time with the Patriots. He's a young, fresh rookie defensive coordinator. He played in the secondary. He actually did fairly well with the secondary for the Eagles, given the circumstance of the injuries they had on that team. Now he has talented players. This is a different story. And reducing pepperonis and putting Unlin in there, to me, the defense is automatically going to get better. We ranked 31. I don't think we're going to be ranked 31. I think if we, again, like the Dern said, if we could be middle of the pack, and I think we can, Unlin wins MVP because the team, if Stafford stays healthy and our defense is middle of the pack, definitely we're going to have a very good year. And I think Unlin's going to mix up the playbook a little bit better, put in players' positions to succeed. I definitely think he will do play calling. I know they said initially there were questions about that, but players were not in positions to succeed. Patricia needs to coach the whole team, not just the defense. He needs to be the head coach. Give that responsibility to Unlin, in which I believe he will get. Put those players in positions to succeed, like not having Jared Davis in the middle, and this team will get better. Use the players. Put them in to succeed. He will do that. The defense will get better. Unlin is my MVP of the D. Out there, if you got an MVP of the offense or defense, do hashtag ISN, and I shall see it and rate it to the folks
Okay, I got one
out there. Oh, Jack Merriman.
Woo!
Merriman, you are a great, great guy. $5 super chat says, my girl Cindy should send you $2 and thanks for keeping me out of her hair.
No problem, Cindy. We got you. You know,
We
hey,
got
him,
you, Cindy.
Don't worry about it. We got him, Cindy.
we get that
Cindy
a lot.
is the MVP of this stream.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
We get that a lot, bro. Like, it's a lot of people that come into the chat and be like, man, my wife said, or my girl said, y'all keeping me away from her, out of her hair. So if it was up to them, man, we would stay on.
That is hashtag facts, and I truly appreciate that. That was extremely nice of you. Everyone, go Lions, that dropped that as well. Thank you so much. Here's another question. There's going to be a training camp at some point. There is battles at some point. We have filled a lot of positions for agency. We filled a lot of positions in the NFL draft. What positional battle are you most excited to see in the upcoming camp, the Dern? What say you?
For me, it's going to be all of the defensive backs. Like, we signed a lot of safeties. Who's going to be the top two strong safeties since we run a 3-safety set? Or who's going to be the top two corners? My bold prediction, by week 6, Jeff Okudah and Amani will be our top two corners.
I like that. I like that.
I like it. Let's start with the future right now. I like it.
And it's going to be a fun battle to see because not just you got Okudah, you got Amani, but you got Mike Ford in there. You got, obviously, Trufant. I think he's going to be a starter. Coleman. You got some individuals in there. That's going to be a fun battle. I love it. TA, what battle for you?
The battle of the offensive linemen. I think that's going to be the biggest one for me because I want my quarterback protected back there, and that's going to be the biggest one. I don't care if the guy has been on the team forever. I don't care about that. All I care about is getting the right product out there and getting the guys out there that can block. So if you're a rookie and you outshine a veteran guy, get out there. That's what I care about. I care about the offensive line getting better because last season, what did we talk about? The offensive line. I was scared going into the season, the offensive line, and they really, really scared you because he ended up getting hurt. So that's my biggest camp battle, to see the offensive linemen do their thing out there. And I don't care if it's a rookie, plug them in. If the veterans are not doing what they're supposed to do, bring the rookies in. Get the guys in there that's going to protect this quarterback and keep him upright all season long.
Corn-fed position. I love the battle. The thick, the brick, the men in the middle. I love
the trenches.
Battle. The trenches. John Jones says, who's our punter? That'll be an interesting battle because there's actually going to be a punter battle for the first time in many years. Travis Troxel battle of training camp, to be the starter or not to be.
Well, my original one was offensive line. But since Noble took that, I'm gonna.
You on fire.
I'm gonna take the running back position because you got Swift, you got Carrion, you got Bo Scarborough, you got Huntley, and you got Ty Johnson. I mean, that's a battle right there.
That's going to be real fun to watch.
Yeah.
Battle of the Bulge. Who is going to run? Who is going to be the starter? And who is going to get nixed and cut out of the way?
Yes.
Good Iron Blitz. Derek, the MVP Fields.
Too much credit, Mike. That's too much credit, man. Mine gonna be completely off the wall. First, let me get this. There we go. Okay. you said the word bulge, my friend, and I was a little thrown off by that. But okay, so mine, guys, real talk. This is mine. Mine is COVID-19 versus the NFL because this is we are the NFL has a contingency plan to get all 16 games. If you guys have not heard, they're talking about potentially pushing the Super Bowl back until February the 28th. Can you imagine? We're pushing free agency usually starts 2 to 3 weeks after that period. So my thing is basically the NFL versus COVID-19. That's the position battle. I think that the NFL is going to be victorious, whether it's no fans in the stands, because as we get excited and talk about the positivity, in the back of my mind, there's like, we're still on lockdown till February. I'm going back in time, May 15th. And it's like, bro, I don't know about y'all, but the time is flying past. We got 3 months until NFL football. So I'm just real curious to know who's going to win that battle. So that's me, guys. I had to think outside of the box because I want to see football, man. If I don't see nothing else, I want to see 41 and football.
You know what? Look, if we don't got football, I'll tell you this. I will reenact the football games by myself. Wow. I'll have the football. I'll throw it to myself. And
I'll run the ball. I'll block other linemen.
Oh, wait. Which Matthew Stafford are you gonna be, Mike? Broke back or like kind of not broke?
Man, I'm gonna be David Blau.
Oh boy. Okay.
The position.
Go ahead. In defense of David Blau and Jeff Driscoll, they did enough to win games. It was that poor defense that let them down.
Okay. Well, I can't wait to see that, Mike.
I could rock with that. I definitely agree there. The positional battle of the ages. The battle that is going to take place, to me, that is the one to watch. It's already been said, but I have to say it because this is what I agree. The running back battle. Who is going to be 1, 2, and 3? I mean, the positions are up there. DeAndre Swift, Kerryon Johnson, Bo Scarborough, Ty Johnson, Gridiron Blitz. These guys in the middle, who is going to win this? To me, I think that DeAndre Swift is going to, I think he's got the edge. But it's going to be very, very interesting to see. I love Bo Scarborough. You all know that. I want him to be an impact on this roster. And so to me, this battle is the most interesting one in the coming training camp, whenever we have it. Who's going to be the guy? This one, I don't know, guys. I don't know, but someone's going to get cut. Yeah. And it's not going to be a paper cut. It's going to be going on to another team where you're going to be the kick returner for the Minnesota Vikings.
Right, exactly.
He's getting Abdullah.
He's
going to get Abdullah.
But
Abdullah Abdengada.
Look, he got a playoff win, so you can't hate on that. That might be better for him. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Let me take some more Kool-Aid. Sorry, guys.
Hey, you need to drink the blue Kool-Aid, not the purple Kool-Aid.
Yeah, this was the brown Kool-Aid. This that brown.
Make sure you take the blue pill, okay? Not the purple.
The rare one.
Take the correct pill, please. Let's switch it up a little bit. Let's switch it up. And I'm going to throw this to the Gridiron Blitz because this is the guy who he went from a C to a B plus. Mm-hmm. That's very, 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 very changing when it comes to that Mike Will. What gives you hope for the season? What gives you hope?
Well, y'all know me, man, because y'all been around. And what gives me hope, guys, is that it's a new season. And when you're a Lions fan, that's all you have. It's like a repetitive cycle. And since you brought up the blue pill, it's like being inside the Matrix. And then at the end of the pill, we're yanking ourselves free and seeing what the real world is like. So my thing, guys, is they've made changes. I'm a fan. That's what I do. I have to have hope because without that, there's nothing left. So I have to hope that my team does better. Now, in terms of what they've done, they got DeAndre Swift. I mean, they got Jeff Okuda. They just and I'm trying not to buy in, y'all. Like I'm trying not to do that because I was so disappointed last season. But as far as this season, I'm a fan. I have hope every single year. So what gives me hope is it's a fresh start, man. And I'm trying to wipe all the dirt and the junk from 2019 on the floor and clear the table, man, and start fresh.
You hear that? Those angels singing for what I just heard. That is music to my ears. Mike Will is going fast and it's working well, guys. Down, come on down, and I will give you that pill to make you happy. Folks, I see that there's 75 in the chat. I have no idea how many likes are on.
59.
You got 59 thumbs up and 1 thumbs down.
Okay. Well, make sure if you have not hit that like button, please do so. And subscribe to everybody on this panel. We got the Gridiron Blitz. We got Travis Troxel, TA Noble Sports, and the Dern. I will get Dern's info onto my description as soon as this is done. And subscribe because we're the Infinite Sports Network where we talk sports endlessly. And if you love Detroit Lions, come on down on Tuesday and Thursday night at 7 p.m. EST. The Dern. What gives you hope for this year?
So last year, while Stafford was out, we had the 31st ranked defense, a horrible running game. We had to deal with backup QBs like Jeff Driscoll and a third string undrafted free agent in Blau. We were in almost every single game except for against Minnesota. It took the last play, I believe, for both Green Bay games to beat us.
Yep.
It took a horrible miscommunication to allow Patrick Mahomes to scramble for that first down. So we've invested in our defense and our running game. So if Stafford gets help, I think we can go pretty far.
Okay. I definitely agree. Travis Troxel, TST, the guy, the man, the myth, the legend. He makes onions cry. What do you got for your hope for our team?
Well, anytime your quarterback is upright and you can stop the run and able to run the ball, there's going to be hope. Now, I still need to see some pass rush to get to the quarterback, but one good signing in we got a squad. So I'm excited. I feel like with the draft that we had, free agencies that we brought in, things like that, I think you're really starting to say, you know what, enough's enough. Let's go out here and win.
Okay. So we got TA, we got the Dern, we got Trox, we got the Grid. Now it's my turn. What gives me hope? What gives me hope about the Detroit Lions about this year? What they did in free agency and how they complemented in the NFL draft. They took the players that they felt was perfect for their system to win now. That was getting the guys from the New England Patriots, regardless how anyone felt. They got the guys that knew the system. They got rid of the guys that were not on board. And then when they did all that in free agency, they got rid of the guys. They got the guys on board. They complemented with this draft. That gave me hope. They did what they wanted to do with their plan, regardless of pressure from fans, from the media. They stuck to the plan. And I said, when they kept the coaching staff after last year, I said, I support Matt Patricia because you're going to go in full on this offseason. You're going to do your plan. Don't half butt it. Okay, you go full in on your plan. You get rid of the guys who are not in there, who believe in what you believe. You get the guys, if they're all Patriots, that believe what you believe. And then you draft what you feel is going to make your team better, regardless of opinions. Don't focus on us. Don't focus on the media. Do what you think is due. He thought Darius Slay was no longer going to be a fit for a team, and he was a rotten apple. What did he do? He traded him. Let Snacks go. This is what I wanted to see. Go full in with your plan, and they did. They went full in on the plan, and to me, that's what gives me hope, because there was pressure from all over to not do what they did. But guess what? They did it anyways, and to me, that gives me hope, because it is easy to fall into the peer pressure. It is easy to give in to what the crowd and what the main idea is. It's so easy to give in, but when you don't, when you be the guy that's doing what you feel is right, your plan is right, that is how you succeed, in my opinion. Todd Super Ginger, welcome to the chat. And he said, what's up, MicroMike? And we are talking Detroit Lions football. That is what is up. And thank you for taking your time to join us tonight. And I love the plan. Just do your plan. Don't worry about anything else. Just do what you have written up. And to
Do your job.
Do your
That's
job.
it.
Guess what they did, guys? They did it. They did it. They did it. Hooray. Here we go. I'm going to switch it up, though, because now I got optimistic. I got that blood flowing. But, TA, do you believe the Lions have made ground in the NFC North?
Yeah, I definitely think that they made ground. Now, the biggest thing is, even though I say yes, I can say yes all day and until I turn blue in the face. They got to put it out there on the field. You know what I'm saying? Nothing is more important than going out there and doing it and executing and having a team that believes in you. You know, the coach is always supposed to be the leader. He's looked at it as the leader of the men that's on the team. And the coaching staff is going to have to really, really dig hard to understand what happened last season. And then when they recognize what happened last season, that they can't have another failed season. So you have to go in this thing to say, look, you know, we're trying to get better. I drafted all of my players, everything that I believe in, the type of system that I ran when I was with the Patriots. I want to bring that to Detroit. I want to bring the winning aspect because we can never be the Patriots. Let's face it, guys. We will never be the Patriots. We need to do it the Detroit way. We need to have our own identity. What is our identity? Basically, our identity will be to run the football, stop people from running, and playing good defense. That's what the identity of the Detroit Lions need to be. See, when you become a coach and you've been a coordinator and you've been under head coaches, now you must learn how to have your own philosophies. Now, pretty much Patricia has to have his own philosophies on what he needs to do because he'll never be Bill Belichick. He needs to be Matt Patricia, and this needs to be his team, and he needs to get these guys aimed in the right direction. And if he does that, I think that everything will be fine. So he has to have those guys believing in him. Everything that the ex-player said about you, okay, we're gonna throw that out, and we're gonna start clean. This season has to be your season where you propel this team to be a fighter out on the field. So every play, they're giving it their all, no matter what it is. If it's special teams, if it's punting the ball, if it's field goals, whatever it is, you have to give that extra effort out there on the field. And if they do that, then I think that they'll be better this season.
Mic drop. I am sorry.
Mic drop.
I am really sorry, Dern. We're going to have to follow that up next. I truly want to apologize because when TA gets in his moments like he does, move out of the way, Superman. Move out of the way. Superman wears his underwear.
Captain Underpants.
Did we make ground in the NFC North this offseason?
I think we did, but we can't get much farther away as we were last year. We were just horrendous in a bunch of ways. So, like I said before, if we can at least get middle of the pack overall defense and a middle of the pack running game, I think we could at least be second in the division.
Okay. Look, if we can get that and not be the basement, I think that's a positive, but I want to be first. I'm not going to lie. I want to be first all the time.
Yeah, no doubt.
But I'll give my opinion last. I'll give it last. Travis Troxel, TST, Troxel Sports, have we made ground in the NFC North?
I do. I definitely think that we have. We got a run game. Really is going to depend on how good you can pass protect and run block. Keep Matthew Stafford upright. But if they could do their job, the right way. The Packers had a bad off season. The Bears had a bad off season. The only real threat is the Minnesota Vikings. If everything goes right for Detroit, we can take that number one spot.
You know, I agree with you. I think
Yeah.
the Packers didn't do themselves any good. I think Chicago, Foles to me is not that big of an upgrade, but I think the Minnesota Vikings, they had a great draft, and they really draft well, and they stick to their plan, and it works. I'm with you there. I know, TA, you're about to chime in. Go ahead and chime in.
Man, just what Trock said, the biggest thing is for us to be able to get the NFC North title. That's what I know a lot of fans want. We want the NFC North title. Everybody else has danced around with it and had it. We're the only team that has not carried that title yet in the division, and that's a shame on us. Shame on us, though, that we have not ever had the chance to grab the NFC North title since it changes over from the NFC Central. And I want to see that, man. I definitely want to see a title. I would love to see that. And I think if he can get a title, man, the fans will be loving Patricia this season. If he can go in and win that NFC North and just be just do your thing out there.
Yes, Estrada, you were almost in the playoffs last year, and you guys definitely were better than we were last year.
Hey, you know what I got to say to that though?
What's that?
Almost don't count besides in horseshoes, hand grenades, and ballroom dancing.
and the Tuesday Night Wars.
Here, it, man. I love it. I love it.
Gridiron, go.
There, man. I see what you did there, brother. So for me, yes, Minnesota that's the Green Bay of this year, in my opinion. There's a lot of disturbance in Green Bay. Y'all watch out over there, because I'm telling y'all, LaFleur, him, and Aaron Rodgers were not on the same page last year. And if they're going to pick a person, they went out and got Jordan Love for a reason. So if they're going to side with the person, it's not going. You know how the NFL do? They'll throw you away. So it's a lot of shakiness over in Green Bay. That's going to all come to a head this season. Do I think that we gained ground? I absolutely do. I believe that every single year. I will kind of piggyback off TA. We've had our shots, man. 2014, if I'm not mistaken, and 2016.
And we didn't do it.
And we didn't do it. We had our chance twice, and we were in control, and we gave it away. And that's what we have to stop doing.
You know what the common factor in those 2 years was?
What?
Failing to run the football and keeping Matthew Stafford healthy.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Yes, we've made ground. Absolutely, we made ground.
Yeah.
We picked up players in free agency that complements what the defense is required to do. We drafted extremely well, in my opinion. We got a running game, and we beefed up that offensive line. No doubt about it. And the number one thing as well is we healed up, because we were injured like crazy. And to me, we were a good team last year. We should have won that Green Bay game, but the referees took it away. And I just feel that we have done much better this offseason than some of the other NFC North teams, excluding the Minnesota Vikings. I do believe they had a really good free agency and draft to complement. But yes, the Green Bay Packers to me is going to take a step back. LaFleur, I don't know what's going on there. Going on there.
Aaron Rodgers don't respect him. It's hard to respect a guy that's younger than you. It's very, if they're telling you what to do. That's like, Mike, you were in the military. So if your superior was younger than you, as a man, it's like, man, who are you talking to? But, you had to do what you had to do. And you could tell last season that Matt LaFleur was not getting anywhere with Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers ran that team. I don't care what no Green Bay Packer fans say. That we see, y'all don't want to see it because y'all wear the fan blind, but we saw it.
Okay. I get it. I get it. But TA, how do we win the NFC North? How do we take that next step to not just compete, not making ground, but how do we win it?
How the Detroit Lions are going to be able to do this, and it's simple and it's easy. Execute at coaching, execute with the players, execute in the vision. You got to have a vision first. Before you can do anything, you have to have a vision on where you want to be. So the first thing when Matt Patricia calls a meeting with these guys and they all get together, whether it's in the OTAs, training camp, whatever it may be. When you get these guys together, you write on the board and you put your goals, and you write your goals right there, and you say, fellas, this is what we're here for. This season, we want to obtain the NFC North champions. We want to be the champions this season. This year, we want to win at least 10 to 12 games. Have a goal. I believe if they have a goal and something set, and a vision for the players, then everybody will know what they're shooting for. You have to have something as a head coach, as a GM, as the Lions, period. You have to have something to shoot for. And if they got something to shoot for, then the players understand what you need them to do, and everybody's playing for each other. That's what you want this thing to be. You want it to be like a band of guys coming together, a band of brothers coming together, knowing that we're going to war together. We're going to be in the foxhole together. So by us being in that foxhole, I need you to do your job. I'm going to do my job. And if we all do our jobs, we'll be the NFC North champions.
Woo! Mic drop. Woo!
Mic drop again. Absolutely.
Where's Ric Flair when you
Pick up the mic no more. Just leave the mic there.
Please, Gridiron Blitz, and I'm going to throw you right behind that. I apologize, but guess what? This is what I do.
My job ain't to be like nobody else. It's to be me, son. I can handle TA. I'm motivated, man. I'm motivated. I'm telling you. My thing is we got to finish. I don't want to hear the word almost. That's what we Lions fans do not take a 2-0-1 and say we undefeated. Don't do that. Okay. Hold your team to the standard that you should, which is whatever that standard is for you. Hold that team. We've got to be able to finish. If we put the Packers away, there is no hands to the face call. But if we put them away in the second game, there is no last second field goal.
Yes.
We led in 15 of the 16 games. That's 15-1. Okay, stop with finish. Put a team away. We have to come in, foot on the gas, on the throat, and we got to finish. That's all.
Finish him.
Exactly. Carry that ball out, man. If you're not, stop doing it. But he might not even play though. But I'm just saying, we got to finish. So
combo breaker.
Absolutely.
Drop the mic moment.
Dern, what say you, man? How do we do it? How do we finally win the North?
One, implement the running game to help Stafford out. Get better at rushing the passers so the DBs can put in the work. Minnesota is the only team that scares me, to be honest. In my opinion, they had one of the best drafts, if not the best draft this year. They always draft well. They always have a pretty damn good defense, and their offense was clicking last year because they could run and pass the ball. God damn it. And the only flaw I see for them right now is they're going to have to start some rookie corners. So I'm not afraid of Green Bay and Chicago. Mm-hmm. It seems that Rodgers isn't happy, like they said, because they traded up for Love. Their draft is horrible, and so is the Bears. Trubisky is god-awful, and what Foles are they getting?
Right. Are they getting Super Bowl Foles or regular season Foles?
Hey, at least the Bears have a good defense, and their 9 tight ends should probably put in a lot of work.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay. I get it. Travis, have you gone yet? I'm not 100% sure.
I haven't.
Well, then.
But how do I go after all those fellas?
You have been selected.
You know what?
No, but
I had to do it to you, man.
I apologize.
Oh no, you guys are all good. You just take it game by game. Take it one game at a time. And like the Gridiron Blitz said, if you finish the game that you are leading up into the fourth quarter and you finish it off, that's one less game you got to worry about. Now you can focus on the next game. Don't get ahead of yourself and just take it game by game, play by play, and, quarter by quarter.
Okay, yeah. That's what you got to do. What do the Lions got to do for us to win the NFC North? Well, first off, we got to do a sacrifice. Yes. We got to do a ritual sacrifice, whether we do some sort of burning and seance, I don't know, but that is one thing that must be done.
Kumbaya.
Secondly, we have to take these referees by the side and do some damage to them and explain to them that you cannot do us bad like you always do. Treat us correctly. Martha Ford, Sheila Ford, take them by the collar and say, hey, get this right, because we're tired of getting ripped off here. And lastly, just like the Gridiron said, we have to finish games. We just got to finish the games. Run the football in the fourth quarter. Kill clock. Do that. Win the football game, because we were leading in the fourth. and then all the wheels always fall off at the end. So we do those things. We can win the NFC North. We can do it. It is your time to ask us a question, guys. It's your time. Ask us a question. If I miss it, do hashtag ISN, because then it's easy for me to catch it. Hashtag ISN. I will find your question, and I shall read it, and we shall answer it. Individually, if you want to talk to the Dern, the Grid, the TA, the Trox, or to me, I don't know why you'd want to me, but go ahead. Ask us as a whole, whatever you got. But that dude, Detroit Lions YouTuber, formerly known as Dr. Dirks, subscribe to his channel. He says, have you all seen our schedule? If we go 10-6 or above, we will get our first playoff win in years. Okay, I have not seen the schedule release date. I know the teams that we play.
Yeah, that comes up on the 9th. So next Saturday, they come out with the schedule. I don't know if we'll do a live show. We might, but they come out with the actual schedule for the NFL teams, not this Saturday, but next Saturday, May 9th.
Okay. Yeah. Damian Estrada says, what y'all thoughts on the NFL thinking having some games on Saturday and Sunday? And I'm going to throw this one to Travis. We talked about this off air. If college football season is canceled. Travis, what do you got?
Well, I know that the NFL has done late in the season some Saturday games. So it's it won't be nothing new, but in the same token, for having it for all 17 weeks, it would be new. I'm not opposed to it, even if the college football season does resume. I think having football all day long, and having meaningful games on a Saturday and on a Sunday and on a Monday and Thursday, I think it would be real great for the NFL as a whole.
Yeah.
Agree.
I agree with that.
And pastime is football. I want to see football on Saturdays as well as Sundays.
Absolutely.
And I think that's important. TA, you do all NFL. What is your thoughts on Clay Matthews and the Los Angeles Rams?
Did Mr. Matthews, he parted ways, right, with the Rams?
Yeah, they parted ways with him.
Oh, they parted ways. Okay. Yeah. So basically with him, I look at it like he's a free agent now. He's a free agent. They wanted to go in a different direction, and we'll see if Mr. Matthews has an opportunity to get on another ball club. Now, it won't probably be my team per se, but it'll probably be another team. Now, he could help a team like the Lions, but then you'll have to cut someone. And who would you cut if you brought Mr. Clay Matthews in? What linebacker on the team would you like to see cut for Clay Matthews? Because he's
Jalen Reeves,
Christian Jones.
Christian Jones, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I dig that then. I dig that right there.
And I'm sorry, TA. I think they owe him money. I think he's actually suing.
$2 million.
Yeah, they owe him some money. So I think it's an actual some type of suit that he won his money.
Yeah. You got to pay the man. Pay the man.
Just like we tell the Kelvin Johnson, pay the man.
Dern, who are you most excited to see on the field with Detroit Lions?
Is it just overall?
Yes.
Or can I pick any? I'm going to pick Stafford. It was horrendous to watch them when he wasn't on the field. I want to win.
Mm-hmm. You got to have Stafford to do so.
Right.
That dude says,
simple.
Who would be our starting O-line, in your opinion? And who do you not want to see on the O-line? I don't want to see Ibushi.
No Wiggins, please.
I don't want to see Wiggins either.
Wiggins and Ibushi for me.
The two guys they signed back.
I think initially you're going to see Decker, Dahl, Frank Ragnow,
Jonah Jackson.
Jonah Jackson. Yeah, I'm looking at the two guards, the Jonah Jackson.
Logan.
And then, of course, Halapalooty Vaitai. Thank you, the Dern, for helping me out. Say that name.
Halapalooty Vaitai.
Yes. What is your thoughts on the Jacks possibly getting Andy Dalton if he gets cut today? That would be interesting to see. Cam Newton's still out there. I'm just kind of saying.
He does not have a team. So he has officially been cut.
He been cut.
He got cut morning, man.
Where do you think Cam Newton should go, Noble? I'm looking at you.
Okay, with him. Now I know I talked about the Patriots before. I talked about going to the Patriots. The only reason why I said the Patriots because the Patriots pretty much didn't go out the quarterback. And basically, if Cam Newton has opportunity with the Patriots, I think the Patriots will still be a winning team. And I'm not saying that they're not going to win with the quarterbacks that they have, but I just think that Cam would take that team a little bit further. Now, we know that Cam is a good player. We know that he's been hurt and things of that nature, and it happens with all players. A lot of our players get hurt year in and year out. But at the same time, I think teams like San Diego, the Broncos, I know the Broncos have Drew Lock there, but I think that's a quarterback that can learn from Cam. You know, Cam is definitely not a bad player. I know a lot of people speak upon Cam's attitude and things of that nature, but I think it's more so with Cam's charisma. You know, he's a different type of quarterback. He doesn't carry himself like a Monday morning quarterback. He carries himself as a guy with a little swagger and a little charisma, and that's kind of different from the norm of the quarterback position. But I still like Cam. He should be on a team, whether or not whatever team he goes to, he'll be a starter. I don't know, but I think that it would be good if the Patriots would pick him up, but they're probably not. They're probably going to stay with the Jarrett guy. They're going to stay with him. But if Cam can go to a team where he can get the possibility of playing, then the more better for him. So guys, I would say teams like the Broncos and San Diego, stuff like that.
Walter Adams to the gridiron. Which guy do we need to sign as an interior defensive lineman to make the defense line at top 10?
Oh man, that's super easy, bro. Mike Daniels. That's
Oh man.
get Mike Daniels here. Well, you know what? I have not thought about that position, yo. I don't know why. I know Mike is big on that position. I have been defensive end, so I really don't know. I know you said Chris Jones.
Trade for him. They'll
Okay.
make our defensive line a top 10.
Yeah.
Put that man in the middle, make him a beast mode, going after quarterback, stopping the run. Oh,
I do know we do need someone in there though, because I was sick of seeing the quarterbacks being able to step up. Man, it's no bigger like disappointment when the line, the edge gets to him, and then he just steps up. I don't know how many times that happened last year. When Deshaun Hand was playing, it did make a difference. And the few times Mike Daniels actually did play worth something, it did make a difference. So we definitely need that whole field though, for sure.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, they were not just stepping up in the pocket; they were taking naps in the back there.
Yeah.
These guys are just sitting there. It was bad. I never seen anything like it. Gridiron Yuki says, "Who do you think will win the AFC and the NFC?" AFC, I'll go with the Chiefs again. Man, they're just a really good team. NFC, Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Oh Lord, really, Mike?
Oh my God!
Rebirth,
Mike is drinking the Kool-Aid already.
They scare me, man. They scare me. Every player is going to that team. Tom Brady goes there. Gronkowski goes there. Who else is available to go there?
They also had a solid draft too.
Pat McAfee wants to go there. Like, everybody wants to go there.
See, everybody wants Tom Brady.
Oh, man. Yes, I'm always drinking the Kool-Aid. I consider putting IVs in me. When I was a combat lifesaver in the Army, I gave people IVs. I consider putting Kool-Aid in my IV to give it to myself just to feel refreshed. And drink that fresh old Kool-Aid.
That would have wound up too good for you, Mike. I'm glad you didn't do that, man.
Interestingly enough, I've had people ask me when they had hangovers, Mike, Kimber, can you go ahead and give me an IV? I said, yeah, why not? Hey, make you feel better after a long night. How much do you think they'll pay Kenny Galladay on his extension? Ooh, that's a very good one. Dern, what do you think they're going to pay him?
I think they'll at least give him a 4-year contract, and if they want to be competitive to keep him, it'll probably be around 60 mil area, something like that.
I was going to say 67.
Okay,
Wow.
Okay, TA, what say you? I like the question.
Man, Dern took the words out of my mouth, man. I was going to say probably about a 4 or 5 year deal worth roughly between 60 and 80 million.
Ooh.
Oh.
Dropping the bucks, Trox. He's dropping the bucks. What do you think?
Definitely has to be a 5-year deal for me because we need him. And
We need you, Galladay.
yeah, hey, Kenny Galladay in a run game I don't care who you have at quarterback. It's going to be lights out. Well, except for Trubisky.
Greg, do you want to add to this?
I feel some type of way, man, because why are we not putting him up there with Amari Cooper? I don't understand this. Like, why are we not doing that? I'm just saying. And Galladay finishes seasons. He plays games. But Amari getting $100 million. Now I know
$100 million.
I know Jerry's sitting in his $250 million yacht and his pockets go deep. I know that. And just so y'all know, if you got $500 million and it was allowed, you could buy the Detroit Lions. We are one of the cheapest teams in the NFL. Yeah. So I'm saying open up your pockets, pay the man. We get his best production. Yep. And then after that, we look at it then. So open up the pockets, man. I want to see some double digits.
Yep, 5-year, $100 million. Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
Jera. Pay me, Jera. Pay me, Jera. I need that money. $100 million's a lot for a wide receiver. That is quite a bit.
That's a lot of money, man.
That's a lot of dough, man.
And you still haven't paid your quarterback yet. You still haven't paid him yet.
They don't
you franchise tagged him and paid your wide receiver. Come on, man. Does that make sense?
This is the thinking of getting 10 tight ends. Come on, man.
Come on, man.
How far do you see the Cardinals going with Hopkins on the team? Not just Hopkins, but they had a fantastic draft as well.
Yes,
and free agency. They're going to be a scary team. They're a team on the rise.
Yeah,
the Arizona Cardinals, that's TA's. He lives in Arizona. He watches these guys extremely well. TA, this is definitely going to you.
Yeah, man. I think they're going to be a lot better, man. What you're going to see from Hopkins is a guy that's one of the premier wide receivers in the league, and he's gonna give Kyler Murray that weapon that he needs, and the rest of the guys. You can't forget about the draft that these guys had last season with Andy Isabella and also the guy that broke his hand, the rookie Hakeem Butler. There was so many expectations on this team to be a little bit better, and they will be. The defense will be better. They addressed that as far as with the linebackers. They went and got linebackers. They also went and got offensive linemen to be able to run that air raid offense. So I definitely think that the Cardinals will be a complete better team, and we better watch out for them because I do think that the Lions played them again.
We do.
Yep. They were able to keep Drake, right?
Huh?
Yes.
They kept Kenny Drake?
Yes, they kept
they got Kenny Drake. Yeah.
He's last year for them.
Yes,
he was.
He had a phenomenal season. Yeah, they signed him back on a transition tender.
I do not. They're a team on the rise, no doubt about it. I love how they're building that team. That team is scary. That is a very scary team. Alexander Kimura. Who are you excited to see on the field for the Lions rookies? We all know where I'm going. We all know where I'm going.
You're going to the hot spot.
Yep.
Yeah,
DeAndre Swift. I want to say DeAndre Swift on that field, going in between the tackles, getting the football. That is the guy who I want to see so badly. I wish I could see him now. I watched the highlight video of him, and I have drool coming down the side of my face. I say, why can't I see it right now? COVID, go away. I'm ready for training camp. I want to go to training camp and watch this guy get the ball in his hands and run it. That is the guy who I am extremely paying attention to. Preseason, if we have it, I can't wait to see him. Dern, what is the rookie that you are wanting to see?
I want to see how good Okudah is right away. If he is as good as what they hyped him up to be.
Okay. I like Okudah Matata. Gridiron Blitz, rookie. What do you want to see to make you smile? Go from a B+ to an A.
I want to see it's man. That's easy, bro. Same thing you said. Because when Kerryon gets the ball, it's like a dive play. You know, we had CJ Johnson or CJ Anderson.
Yeah.
So I'm ready to see Swift. Man, just to see kind of like that Javit Best, Barry Sanders mix, man. I'm ready to see that. And when a running back gets the ball, there is excitement, and I don't think we have that. But now we do, but we haven't had it for a while.
Yep.
Ooh. And that is an oh my God that answer, because that's my answer. And if I say it, it's got to be right. TA,
Wait,
what
put
rookie
it now.
do you want to
Put it,
see?
Mike.
What rookie do? What rookie do I want to see?
Yes, sir. Let's go.
Julian Okora.
Ooh.
I want to see Julian. I want to see him because, you know what I'm saying, he's coming off that injury. Hopefully everything is healed. But I want to see because to me, he's going to be in that jack linebacker role. So kind of the same role Kennard had on the team. I want to see, is this guy the real deal when it comes to the NFL? I know what he did in college, but now I'm ready to see him as a pro and how good will he be able to help propel this defense to the next level, because we were pretty much the bottom feeders on defense last year. So hopefully getting a guy like him and his brother being able to school him on the defense will be a lot better. So I want to see Julian. I want to see what he can do and what type of noise he's going to bring out on the field.
Man, we have not talked about him, and I love it. Dern, go ahead, add on to it.
Kennard was so bad last year. I agree with him completely.
Agree. I'm looking at Travis Troxell's picture right now, and he's looking at me with a smile, with the sideways, and he's saying, "Mike, please add. I'm being patient." Okay, I hear you, Travis.
Can you hear me now?
What rookie? Oh, I can hear you now. Go.
Well, mine's 2 rookies, and that is the offensive linemen. I am excited to see what these 2 young linemen got, because I feel if they can step up, and those are your 2 starting guards, with a Taylor Decker, a Frank Ragnow, and a Hale Vitae, that's a win for us. That solidifies one side of the ball, because you have tight ends. You have wide receivers. You have running backs. You have a quarterback. That's the only missing link, is that offensive line. If those 2 gentlemen, are playing at a high level, Logan, Logan Stenberg and Jonah Jackson. Yep, those are my 2 picks.
I like it. I like it a lot. Folks, we have almost been on for 2 hours, and it is that time where I say final words. I appreciate all the questions. I love it. Make sure we go live every Tuesday and Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, and to let you know, you must subscribe to the channel. The General View, it took you this long to get on, 1 hour and 47 minutes with 9 seconds on the clock. What is going on, General View?
What up, though, General View?
What's going on, General View?
Yeah, you got me going crazy here, Vash Star, when I see you there as well.
What's up, Vash?
Vash, love it, man. Came down here late. Oh, good. Dern, what do you got to say to the folks out there? Yes, Dern.
Yes.
It's always a great time talking with you guys. I have a lot of fun. Like I said before, I live in Minnesota and I can't talk Lions football a lot with a lot of people, so this makes my day every time.
Aww. Thanks, Dern.
That's what's up. Appreciate that, Dern.
I feel like I'm on the Titanic.
You'll have the Minnesota, isn't there an accent in Minnesota?
Yeah, sure, you betcha. I don't know.
I don't know. TA and Noble Sports, what do you got to say to the folks?
Man, what another great show, guys. Man, we appreciate everybody that's rocked out with us on tonight as we continue to bring you Detroit Lions live show. We appreciate everybody, man, taking your hard-earned time to spend with us on tonight. Make sure you guys subscribe to all these gentlemen that's on here on today. And we're going to continue to cover the Lions. And we're going to continue to talk about NFL. So you guys don't go to sleep, because we're going to be here to keep your eyes open. We're going to put some clips on your eyes so you can keep your eyes open and you can stay tuned in.
I like it. Gridiron Blitz.
Yo.
What do you got to say to everybody out there?
I feel like singing the what is it, man? The Fast and Furious song, man. It's been a long time since I've been on with you fellas, and I dig it, man. It's just it's been a long time, and we dealing with all this stuff in the real world. This is like a escape. The movie theaters is closed, and we just trying to bring y'all some hope and some positivity while having fun at the same time. I appreciate everybody in the chat, and I appreciate you fellas on the table, man. Have fun and come back, man. Tuesdays and Thursdays. Let's get it popping.
Travis Troxell, TST, the guy who's smiling at me right now. What do you got to say to the folks out there?
Well, I appreciate everyone who came out. Appreciate the 72 thumbs up. It means a lot to us, and definitely appreciate everything you guys have done with putting together a great panel. Talking to you guys on the panel, and to the people in the chat. Appreciate you guys for rocking with us. Infinite Sports Network, we're motivated, dedicated, and willing to go above and beyond to bring to you guys great content. And we got great men in here, and definitely subscribe to them. And with that being said, stay safe, wash your hands. This is Troxel Sports Talk. Have a nice day.
Grid, before I get to mine, can you tell the folks about your show that you and Travis do, the Grid and Trox show?
Oh yeah. We've been doing a show since COVID really kind of took away sports. Travis and I was like, we got to do something. So we have a show on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 9:30 EST. Tomorrow we will be hosting the show at 9:30 on the Gridiron Blitz, and that's just something that we just thought of to give people something to do, man. A lot of people locked in the house. So we do it 3 days a week. And then when sports starts back up, it'll probably be Mondays and Fridays. And in addition to that, Travis and myself have memberships. Y'all want to sign up today?
Absolutely.
Sign up today.
Yeah.
Yeah, check out the perks, man. Absolutely, man. Special behind the scenes content, bonus, and you get to see your name in green. And you get a little special badge by your name, and you get to use custom emojis. So make sure you check that out.
How you love that?
Awesome. I love that. Snoil,
How you love that?
Oh yeah. You came in at the end, but you can always rewind, and I appreciate you jumping in anyways. Folks, I appreciate everyone taking the time to jump in and let us talk Detroit Lions sports. It is all about you, the subscribers. We are humbly appreciate you, every single one of you taking the time out there to hang out. Is extremely humbling. We love it. I've been having technical issues. If for whatever reason you're not commenting and I'm not commenting back, let me know. DM Twitter. I've had a couple people now, so I'm not sure what's going on. Just let me know, and I'll try to figure it out. But I truly, I love it. I love Detroit Lions football. I love talking with the guys. I love hearing your feedback, whether it's good, bad, or ugly. I love it because this is what we do. We are all one pride. We are all Infinite Sports. We are in this together, and we want to see victories. We want to have fun, and we're going to do it positive because I hate being a negative Nancy. I like to be positive, whether it's a good or a bad day for our Lions fans. I don't care. You're going to have fun. You're going to smile. Detroit takes the North. Qual M. I love it. Don't forget to hit that like button. Thank you, that dude. Again, appreciate it. Like Troxel says, please wash your hands. It is Detroit versus everybody. Bear down, baby. Heck yeah, Dwayne Hogan. Please wash your hands. Hit that like button. And I will see you all in a couple of days. With that said, folks, adios.